I told you I've got to arm wrestle, Mom! That's right, folks. It's a real arm wrestle for the 8 coming into round 23. And welcome to episode 14 of Bump.
Episode 14, we've really hit puberty now. We're becoming a real woman.
Mazel tov. As always, we have Aaron Goxy Gox.
Hi, thanks for having me. I love bumping.
I like to bump it, bump it.
I'm enjoying a Hungry Jack's coffee.
Very Melbourne.
Ordinarily, I wouldn't like to plug companies, but remember, Saints have a lot of players named Jack who are hungry for the ball, so they're Hungry Jacks. They beat the Kangaroos for the second time of the year, known as doing the double. You can get a double whopper at Hungry... No, I'm not plugging them.
And you can get a kangaroo whopper at Hungry Jack's coming out this week.
I don't think that's true.
Big weekend in Australian football rules.
Mm-hmm. I noticed that Ballarat game was pretty exciting.
I tell you what, that's the most disappointing time I've had in Ballarat since Patience Hodgson from the Greats called me stealing Doritos from the Greats rider at the Corova Lounge.
Ooh. Controversial. What else is on everyone's lips? Dustin Martin, will Willie Awani sign?
Dustin Martin is on my lips. I'm thinking he'll be playing on next year. I don't know what team, but he will be playing on next year. That's my lock of the week. You don't have it ready? We'll do it later.
Okay. At this stage, it looks like the flag is going to New South Wales. And it might go to Victoria while it's at the MCG.
Goxie making the big call. As soon as the siren sounds on grand final day, the cup will be in Victoria.
Yeah. So I've noticed there's a bit of a mafia theme going on at Hawthorn. Have you noticed that? Ty Vickery with his underworld dealings. And now you got James Sicily. The name kind of sounds like the place where mafia is.
Also though...
I think you know why I'm calling.
Who is it?
Yeah, it's Gil. McLaughlin.
Ahoy hoy.
Do you not have my number saved?
Save my number after we've finished talking.
Here at the AFL, we decided to do a crackdown on journalists.
Telling porcupines.
You're not in my good books.
But you're not on my shit list.
Play your cards right. You just might earn yourselves
2 shiny new media accreditation.
rotation lanyards.
Alright, these lanyards don't come cheap, mate.
You gotta play by the rules. Do us a few favours.
No, sorry. I lost you there for a bit.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah. As I was saying,
One slip up, and you're out in your ass, and your name is Mud.
mud ass. One of the most decisive factors in the makeup of the final top 8 will be taking place this Friday night at Docklands Stadium in Docklands between the Hawthorn Hawks and Western Bulldog Bulldogs. JR, what are your thoughts leading up to this middle-ish of the table clash?
Well, you see, guys, this is a really confusing...
I don't know, like if Dogs lose, then it's a definitive end to Bob's career and we can give him a hearty farewell. But if we win, it's kind of still up in the air, maybe contingent on the rampaging Fremantle Dockers. The Bulldogs could sneak into the 8 and Bob will get that flag. But if we win and the Dogs don't make the 8, there's no real definitive farewell. Don't it always seem to go? Don't know what you got till it's gone. Man, I should sing this out loud. That sounds sick.
What are your thoughts on the big game, Lachlan?
Well, obviously it's going to be conflicting emotions.
So fucking sick of football. So stressful. If Hawthorn win, Lockie's going to be so sad. I don't even know what's going to happen to him. With the Doggies win, I'm going to be sad for like a day. Fuck that. Is it wrong of me to crave that happiness for myself instead of Lockie? When his sadness will be so much more extreme. Fuck. I don't know. This is the hardest decision I've ever had to make in my whole entire life. I think Hawthorn should win.
But I think, actually, to counter that point, I think the Western Bulldogs should win.
Well, to reverse your point and turn...
Imagine if the Fremantle Dockers players were actually dock workers. And if an actual dock worker had to play an actual bomber. I wonder how that would go. It really makes you think.
An integral part of the game of football is the match review panel. Lachlan, would you like to let us know what has been happening with the match review?
There are big whispers very loud,
Ooh,
probably...
screams.
Not screams. Well, they screamed whispers, so it's probably just like a normal talking. Rewild. Someone took drama. We can reveal exclusively here on Bump that this season there will be a review into the match review panel. It's actually conducted by us right now in our new segment, the Match Review Panel Review Panel. Match Review Panel, it consists of 5 members, but Jimmy Barr told the Match Review Panel he's leaving. There are only 4 members. There could be 50-50 decisions being made.
So before there was
5, which is 1 more than 4, which makes it from even to odd.
I find them guilty of
Welcome to our new segment, the Match Review Panel Review Panel Review Panel. And we are just taking a look at our form from the Match Review Panel Review Panel. And what do you think, JR?
I'm thinking it's going in with a strong start, Lockie. I think you're the driving force of this. But JR's not saying much. I think she might be thinking about something else.
Oh, here comes Goxie. What a character.
Classic, he always brings the goods. I reckon dead set inclusion, renew the contract for next year.
He's got a big heart. He's struggled through life, but give him a chance.
It's one of the feel-good stories of the Match Review Panel Review Panel. So what do you think the definitive ruling on the Match Review Panel Review Panel?
Careless and reckless.
I think it's pretty sloppy down there. I don't know if that was a deliberate slash that they just had, but it really cut through the air like a knife.
Cuts like a knife. Now it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for, Jessie Rose's Thorn. Take it away, JR.
My Thorn is going to the AFL's handling of racism.
Oh, sorry.
This week my Thorn goes to wind farms. Wind farms.
Wind farms. Round 23. Who will win our tips? We've all tied. Me, Aaron and JR. And whoever wins this round wins Bump's footy tipping competition.
Oh, they were trying to work out the budget. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe.
I think whoever wins gets kept on next year.
Okay, cool.
If I lose, Mick Malloy's taken over this.
Yeah, I've heard Tina Arena's interested in my posse.
There's no secrets who I'm going to go for at this game, but I'm not going to tell you. Bulldogs.
I'm going to go for Hawthorn.
Bulldogs.
Ooh. It's fine.
I think Demons will win this.
I reckon the Pies will make a late charge for the 8, the bottom 8, by losing to the Demons.
Collingwood have no chance.
Ooh, definitive.
My favourite team are Lions.
The battle for the spoon.
Whoever loses wins a spoon.
How the mighty have fallen. I think Kangas will win.
I reckon Lions will win and there'll be rain on your wedding day.
The Lions will win.
Swans. Buddy's going to kick 20 goals and win the Coleman. They'll all be stick goals.
I agree with that.
Ooh, this is what it all comes down to.
This is what we've all been waiting for all year.
Winner of this will get that coveted second place that everybody moderately likes. I reckon Giants, they're looking really good.
I reckon Great West Geelong, I'm talking about Pakenham Street, great strip there. That'll be the Greater Western bit.
I reckon that the Cats are going to swipe those little faces of those Giants.
Port Adelaide, easily.
I reckon Gary Ablett is going to just absolutely come out and cane it. It'll be quite Christ-like, him emerging from 3 weeks off.
Bombers.
I want the Dockers to win, and it's easy to see that they will. Don't drive that tank across the Nullarbor, Ross Lyon. Just leave that at home, catch a flight.
Saints.
Ooh, I reckon Dustin Martin, he'll play for the Saints. It's going to be announced this week that Dustin Martin will play for the Saints this week.
I actually completely disagree with that one. Like, would you want to put money on that?
I bet you $1.6 million of Dustin Martin's new yearly contract at the Saints that he'll start this weekend.
You can't have that money from him. That's his.
As part of his contract, he can give it to me.
That is not true. But if it is,
yeah.
Can I hang out with you guys?
A battle of the birds. I think Crows will win this one.
I've got a bad feeling about this one.
It's like that Hitchcock movie Birds, only it's the birds that will be murdered, not the humans. It's like that movie Fly Away Home when Anna Paquin makes friends with all the ducks.
Oh yeah, that's an emotional one. Yeah, that's actually a good call.
Thanks.
That's the best call they'll show.
Whoa, what a footy season it's been. It's coming to an end, as is the episode.
But we're still doing it next week.
Oh yeah, but I mean like the season, yeah. We'll be here next week to review round 22,
3. Is it 23?
4. And
We're going to
that's
have
cool.
a big preview of the State of Origin AFLW clash. Thank you, Alan, for another show.
Thanks for having me. Every week I learn a little bit more about Thorn.
And I think along the way we learn a bit about ourselves. Check your AECD enroll to vote, you dogs.